You're listening to Get the Chip. You can't have Kawhi. You can't have PG. You can't have Lou Will. You can't have a Morris twin. You can't have all these assets, all these players, and kind of go out like they did. We didn't even get the long-awaited Battle of LA with the Clippers and Lakers at all because the Clippers couldn't hold up their end of the bargain. Now, we know that they made some moves. They brought in my boy Serge Ibaka, who I really wanted to go to Brooklyn, but he ended up going to the Clippers.
Yeah.
So, man, how good do you think they're going to be able to be in this upcoming season? You think they're going to redeem themselves, or you think they're just going to be the same old Clippers who never can make it to the big game?
Honestly, just hearing that intro, I didn't even know I was going to say this. Like I didn't. Sometimes I hate I frustrate myself. I honestly think, man, wow. I honestly think that Ty Lue is going to get Paul George to have his best year ever. I think he's going to get seriously. We just spoke about Paul George. Honestly, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, wait a minute. They got Ty Lue coaching, and Ty Lue. You know the infamous clip, right, where Iverson crosses Ty Lue, steps over him, et cetera, right?
Oh,
so
of course. Come on, man.
I saw some games kind of leading up to that, and Ty Lue and Kobe and Iverson, as they used to always like go back and forth and talk in their games, whatever. But Iverson and Ty Lue got teed up. They were going back and forth, and Iverson was like, "What are you talking? Why are you even talking to me?" Ty Lue does not care, dude. And I remember Ty Lue hooping in the NBA. He was in NBA for a reason. He deserved to be there, but he was not. He should have just looked at Iverson and be like, "Yes, sir." But that's just not how he's built, and I respect it. So as a coach,
was a straight Kmart Iverson, the light
skin AI with pro rolls with no crossover.
To me?
Seriously,
that boy looked like little Bow Wow, Calvin Cambridge.
Hey Ty Lue, if you listening, no disrespect. We love your, as Derek said, we love your gusto. So I think about that, and then I think, remember Ty Lue challenged LeBron when he was an assistant coach. Before they ran, I ain't gonna say they ran him out the building, but remember when Ty Lue was assistant coach, there was another coach, I don't remember the dude's name.
Black.
Yeah. When he got ran out, before Ty Lue was yelling and cussing out LeBron. This is when LeBron, he was already superstar level. So Ty Lue, he's just wired differently, man. And he's won. You know what I mean? And he's an ex player. So I honestly think he literally might help Paul George get to the next level. And as we mentioned before, Paul George, I feel part of, whatever is everything that people juggle, and then the mental part of the game. I think Ty Lue will help with that. And I think he'll have a positive impact on Kawhi as well. I don't know what you could expect different of Kawhi, except he just seems like he's wired differently. But I just think
robot, bro. He just basketball. I play. I need rest. Cool down.
Yeah. So I think So I think the Ty Lue influence of that team, man, is actually going to make them better than I realized just earlier today, just yesterday. Like I hadn't really thought about it, but I think that's going to be there. And then you got Ibaka, you got one of the Morris twins. They speak the same language, it seems, as a Ty Lue. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be interesting to watch. I don't think the Clippers are just going to be like getting ran and like just having games where Doc has to come in like, we just didn't play well. We don't play well. It ain't gonna be none of that. It's not gonna happen. Ty Lue ain't going for that. He'd call a timeout and cuss out the whole sideline. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man. It's infamous that Ty Lue called out Braun right before they beat the Warriors.
I'm telling you,
that 2016 final. It's infamous. People always talk about how they said he walked up right to LeBron at the half and was like, "Man, I need more from you." And he's like, "What? Like, I'm doing everything out." He was like, "So what? I need more from you. I need more from Kyrie. Y'all supposed to be the two guys. I need more from y'all. I don't care what y'all doing. If we're gonna win, I need more." So him having that type of system to make people accountable and get in their face and actually call them out in front of others, yeah, I think it will either motivate you and you'll rise to the next level, or that could not work for certain people. Some people might cave under that. So I think it's going to be very, very interesting how they turn out. Did you see the clips today? How they're talking about they're trying to get rid of Lou Will,
Yeah, I don't know what
shopping
that.
him.
I mean, Lou Will probably like what, 38, 39 probably, man. But Lou will get. You talk about a bucket. I can't name more than 5 people in the NBA that's for sure automatic bucket when you give them the ball. Like it's. I hope
Yeah, Lou Will
I hope
no
I can
joke.
play as long as Lou Will and be serving people.
You know what's crazy? Lou Will is only 34, bro.
No, he's not. Lou Will's like 38, bro.
Lou Will is only
You
34,
know what?
man. He
I'm
seems
confused.
like he's been in the league
You know
forever,
what it is?
but he's
I'm
only
not.
34.
I know what it is. I'm not confusing them. I know they're completely 2 different players, but that their automatic bucketness
Don't
is the
do it.
same.
Don't do it.
You know what I'm about to say.
Don't do
Your,
it, man.
your boy Crawford. Crawford's like 38, 39.
Oh, okay.
They're
Okay.
Jamal
Yeah,
Crawford.
that they similar. I thought you
Yeah.
was about to play Lou Will and call him somebody else.
Oh
But
no,
nah,
nah,
yeah,
man. Look, no.
Jamal Crawford, and Lou Will, they both a bucket. Like
Yeah, they
six
both.
man. I'm coming off the bench. I'm cooking like whoever is out here. Neither one of them playing no D, but they getting a bucket
Oh
for
yeah,
sure
a bucket or a foul for sure. Oh, definitely happen.
every time. Talking about the Clippers still, what do you think about the Ibaka pickup?
Surge. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. I think it actually might open up. It actually might open up the Clippers in a way that they couldn't do with Harrell for 2 reasons. Surge is fine getting 6 points in a game, or he can go for 23. Harrell could have done the same thing, Montrez, but Trez was consistently going to get a certain number of points, and I think that's not necessarily a priority for Surge. That's part one. So what that means is that's going to open it up for whoever's coming off the bench. Is going to open it up for PG to be more of a featured offensive weapon. Of course, Kawhi's going to do what he does, but the other part is Serge will pull up for a 3 consistently. Serge can make threes, and Montrez wasn't that wasn't necessarily part of his game as a threat. So I think it's going to open up the offense for those 2 reasons. I think Serge is not going to necessarily need as many points. Not that Trez was begging or commanding that was just kind of the offense that they ran. So I think it'll open up things that way because Serge doesn't necessarily is looking for a specific point number, and secondly, he can pull out and hit threes, which means his man has to follow him out. So I think that's going to open up. It's going to open up scoring for others on the court, and then of course it's going to make it easier for PG to operate as well as for Kawhi. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you for sure. Ibaka is going to spread the floor and open it up because he can extend and shoot the 3, whereas Montrez is not shooting no 3s. He might be shooting them in open run with that beanie on, with them chains on, but nah, he not shooting that in a real game. He'll get yanked. And I feel like Ibaka is playing comparable defense. He's blocking shots. He's a beast on the boards. He's not as like aggressive and kind of untamed like Montrez. He's not beasting like that. Serge is more refined. But I think the spacing of the floor, open it up for drives and stuff like that with Kawhi and PG, that's going to help them a lot. And then also you got to think Ibaka got championship experience now. He won with the Raptors, even though I really don't think they would have won, but the circumstances helped them win. So just that championship experience, he been in the league for a while. I think that's going to be a solid pickup for them. Serge is. So I like that pickup a lot.
And while Serge is not confrontational, Serge will quickly choke somebody real quick.
Oh yeah, Serge will whoop somebody, boy. Yeah, I've seen
Serge
flare up a couple of times.
Trez will cut somebody out, man. Understandably, he'll go back later and apologize if you have to. Serge ain't apologizing to nobody. If you throw the first blow, Serge is choking somebody out.
He'll say, "I sense a little bit of disrespect."
Exactly,
Serge is whooping you.
And Serge kills me, bro. Every season, I think I've seen him play at least in one game a season. He has a Band-Aid on his forehead or something. I don't know why. If you think about it, Serge always got some kind of head injury, bro, and is hooping with a Band-Aid on. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying like we 7.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
all facts, man. That's factual information. Serge always got a busted lip with a band-aid on it or
Exactly.
on his eyebrow, 100% every year.
No matter the team. I don't know, man.
No
But not
matter
Serge.
what team, I seen him with the Band-Aid with all. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Be on the lookout for the next release as we drop new content multiple times a week. Or you could just subscribe so you make sure that you don't miss it. Jersey for sure.
So I'm looking forward to it.
That's super funny.